What's up? What's up? It's Ron, the Credit Don, here at Complete and Total Care with another 3-minute video tip. All right. So last week I was asked a question, and one of my clients asked me, how do the credit bureaus calculate credit scores? All right. So it's very important to kind of understand what determining factors the credit bureaus use in order to know what is affecting your score the most. So I wanted to go over those percentages so you can get an idea of the activity that's going on your credit and why your credit score may be, stalling or increasing or decreasing at any time of the month. All right. So wanted to go over those things. Let's touch on the 5 factors that affect your credit score. All right. So the first factor is your payment history. All right. So your payment history is about 35% of your credit score. Now, that means how you make your payments. Are you making them on time? Did you miss any payments? Do you have any late payments? Those things affect your credit scores the most, all right? And the history of those payments, meaning that do you maintain a good on time payment on your open accounts over a long length of time? And so that's important. If you're missing a payment, that can definitely affect your credit score negatively. So you want to make sure you're making your payments on time. The second thing is the amounts owed. All right. That makes up about 30% of your credit score. And so that means the total amount of debt, your balances on these open accounts, whether they're installment loans, such as personal loans, auto loans, mortgage loans, and then also your balances on your open revolving accounts, like your lines of credit or your credit cards. Those things definitely affect your credit score. So you want to be able to make sure you're paying down as much of the balances on your open accounts as possible. All right. The third determining factor is going to be your length of credit history. Okay. So this is how long you've actually had credit, how long the companies that you have open accounts with have been doing business with you. What I tell a lot of my customers are, do not close old credit cards. If you're using newer, credit card accounts that you have and you may not be using some of the older ones, you still want to keep those accounts open because they affect your credit score and they're the reason why your credit score may be in such a high plateau. So you want to be able to make sure you understand the length of your credit history does make up about 15% of your credit score. So be cognizant of that. If you have an open line of credit or a credit card that's been open for 15 years, and then maybe you open 2 or 3 other credit cards in the last 2 or 3 years, closing that old credit card will definitely decrease your credit scores. All right. The fourth factor is your new credit. Okay. So this is the newer accounts that you have that are open maybe in the last 3 to 6 to 12 months. Any of the new credit that you have, it's better to open up revolving accounts like credit cards rather than personal loans or installment loans. So you want to be able to make sure you understand that the new credit does affect your credit score, and the type of new credit does affect your credit score as well. That makes up about 10% of your credit score. And then also you have your credit mix, right? So your credit mix means the mixture of different types of accounts. So you don't just have a mortgage payment and a car loan. You also may have some revolving lines of credit, some credit cards, some secure cards, some secure loans. You want to be able to have a little bit of a mixture on your credit, so that way new companies that pull your credit report to view your credit worthiness can see that not only is this person an on-time paying consumer, but they also have a mixture of different types of accounts that they know how to manage as well. That's what's going to get you into that 700 to 800 credit score range. Okay, so you want to know these 5 factors. You want to know how the credit bureau comes up with your scores. Now, they don't release the exact calculation of how they determine your score, but these are the percentages and the factors that determine your score every single month. So understand these things. If you have any questions or any comments, definitely leave them in the comment section. We're always responding and active on our YouTube and on our social media platforms as well. Hopefully this has been helpful. Again, this is Ron, the Credit Don here at Complete and Total Care. Peace.